And just like that, we should be off and running. Hello, everybody. We are the greatest hidden object players in the world, aquatic editions, occasionally underground. My name's Michael.
I'm Amanda.
We're not doing a hidden object thing at all. We're getting cultured. We're going to the museum. We hope that you're ready for a little bit of culture along with us. This is the Zium Gallery, which we picked up off of Itch. And you can see all the artists who contributed over here. They created a little virtual museum space that we can go wander around in and, get our culture on for the end of the week.
This is the third game in this series. They made a Zium Museum and maybe a Zium Garden.
That sounds right.
And then this is the Zium Gallery. So maybe we'll go back and play those others.
It all depends on whether or not we can afford a museum membership. So here we are floating in the void, and we found the front door. A portion of a selection of the human race, including missing persons. So here we have it. You know how there's billions of people on Earth? Well, this is some of them. Press right mouse button to look closer at something. Jimmy! That's Jimmy! I didn't recognize him until I zoomed in. And there's some song credits. So that's where we start.
Nice.
And then, whoa. Infinity wall.
Hi.
Of other symbols.
Hello.
Oh, it actually says hi. You got a response. This is truly the interactive future.
Wow.
All right. Well, I guess at some point we feel like we've seen all the humans that we're going to see. So maybe we walk this way and the void awaits. Into the void. It wasn't a very far walk to get into the void. That wasn't too bad. Man, why don't more museums do this? Ask your local museum of art why they don't have sculptures clip and lower themselves out of the ceiling when you enter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, more stuff. Loading in. There's a whole other gallery over there.
Tell them it would really up engagement.
It would increase the stickiness of your museum. Oh, you could go into the void over here, I guess.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, the void's got stuff in it.
The void has expanse. Right?
Is it that or is it... No, that's the music.
No, expanse is the music. An endless composition made with audio loom, and it will play forever. That's neat.
The further tag up there.
This tag over here is for the thing out in space.
Sunspotter.
Joost Egermont. Took him a couple years. For a while I was like, wow, they died really young. But at least they made some digital art. Nope, that was that's part of the title and how long it took. That is really pretty.
It is. I mean, apparently you can go out there and look at it, interact with it.
Via the door on the hook. Yeah, you want to go out into the void and look at this thing?
Sure.
I like that there's like something orbiting.
Yeah. There's several moving parts.
Because it kind of looks like it was just, if you think about colors in print, just the layers weren't quite aligned, or...
Yeah.
But they're actually in a 3D space.
Yeah, of course. And I'm wondering, you look at this and you're like, it took 3 years to do this, but I wonder if it's super hard to get things to be translucent like this and layer them and animate them like this, and we just don't know about it because of the Dunning-Kruger effect. We're just like, oh no, anybody could just smack some things in here, right? No, it's probably very hard. That's my guess.
Or it just took them a long time to learn how to use Maya. While I was standing here, we were actually inside this color sphere, I think. So it's permeable. See it coming around?
Yep.
There it goes.
Yeah, go ahead and dive right into the blue part up there.
Walk into the sculpture?
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a lot of parts to this.
Hey, look! I'm part of the exhibit! I'm art! But it was mostly meant to be viewed, I think, from this perspective, so...
I mean, they wouldn't let you go out into it if you weren't meant to see it from into it, you know? That's very cool.
Okay, so what about these sculptures?
Do you remember the movie Until the End of the World?
Vaguely, uh-huh.
Okay, so this is a Wim Wenders movie. The final cut, I think, was like 5 hours long.
Uh-huh.
The version we watched, I think, was down to 3 or something. But it was about, among other things, it was about a technology where you could record your dreams and show them to other people. And the dreams were rendered in this very cool, sort of psychedelically colored, vague-looking style. This reminds me a lot of the way the dreams were rendered in Until the End of the World. That's what I'm trying to say. The Sunspotter sculpture. These sculptures...
They're like human forms mixed with cumulus clouds that have been delimited by volume. These flat sides to them.
Oh, yeah.
Get sort of like an atlas over here. You could see someone's crooked leg and a hand over here.
That's a butt.
That's a butt. That's how you know it's art.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, here's some more portions of the selection of the human race. Use Z to change one icon at a time. Use Q to change all tiles. But what happens to the person that I've done that to? Oh, I saw one change. They change on their own, so I don't know that I'm definitely doing anything. But hitting Q sure does change all of them.
Wow.
Frank?
I don't think we should play God like this. Let's go back
Seems
to the...
dangerous. Where's the credits for this piece? I'm behind them. Indefinite caryatids.
Shaders from Flat Kit. So that effect where the light is sort of in striations of blue and white and yellow is apparently a special kind of shader.
Sure, I believe that. So which way do we want to go? There's a gallery over that way and over that way.
Let's go right first.
Let's go to the right.
But first look at what Zons is to your left.
What?
Zons. Maynard Zons' confection.
Yeah, Apple Whirligigs cereal. So this is the sponsor. Or it could be. Sponsorship slot now available. If anyone else wants to pay to take up the space that Apple Whirligig cereal is currently...
Well, let's look at the
taking up.
nutritional information.
In case you eat some.
It's got all the vitamins in it.
That's all of them.
I would eat an Apple Whirligig cereal. Would you?
Serving size 23 grams, I guess. Hashtag 23 grams. Let's see that blow up over on Twitter. Hashtag 23 grams. Cat graphum. Object permanence.
Okay. Oh.
That's something else your art museum can't do in real life. I guess they could. I mean, they could hang these on wires, but you wouldn't get the swing out effect of somebody approaching. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. There was a modern art piece where you could pour a bottle of Coca-Cola into a machine and it would filter it back down to water. And that was art. So I would not be surprised if they would also animate some stuff on wires.
Do you suppose these were done with actual paint?
Maybe.
And then scanned?
Maybe. Could be.
I guess if we really wanted to know, we could get our QR code reader and go learn more about the exhibit.
I'm content to leave it a mystery.
To idly speculate.
Like, I know that there's art software that can do that can stimulate paint at that level, but it's also cool to think about doing it physically, so these are fun. I like these.
I like this one a lot. This is pretty much the point that most of my childhood is at. If I'm lucky, I remember a lake and one shoe. I don't know. The car was white. I think that guy had a beard, maybe? I don't know.
Somebody with a apple?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Oh, a Christmas tree. I like that one has the colors kind of redded out the way that they get in super old Polaroids too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I assume they're probably pulling the colors from the distribution of colors from the source image, right?
Yeah, they totally are, but I mean, look again, like
Yeah.
this image of the Christmas tree, see how red the cast of everything is?
Yeah.
If you've ever looked at old 70s era Polaroids,
Like actual physical photos.
all actual physical Polaroids, like all the dark colors fade to a kind of a dark rusty orange in them over time. At least on certain types of film. I just know that our family albums have a lot of oranged out images in them from old Polaroids.
Yep. So like these might have started as physical photos, not just digital photos.
Yeah, maybe.
This dog obviously committed a crime. Or spoke up about a crime.
Yeah, it could be in witness protection.
Probably could have boxed out the real gross hand injury.
Is that an injury?
Is it not?
It doesn't have to be. Actually, I think that's a necklace, because look at that. It's like a gold chain, and then there's like a dark stone pendant.
Could be.
It doesn't look like an injury to me at all.
Another dog?
Yeah. I hope that's a dog.
It's a dog.
I mean, you don't know. You can't say for sure. It's been obscured.
I have a QR reader. I'll find out. It's just a matter of time. This one... Flowers, maybe?
Seems to be, yeah.
I know that art is not a puzzle to be solved, so don't read too much into the fact that, like, I know what this one is. I'm wordling it up at the museum.
Okay, nice.
Just the back of someone's head. Some horses. Ooh, birch trees. I really like the textures that they got with the paint. Feels a little low resi though.
Yeah, if you get up
blurry.
really close.
Yeah. So the point is, like a museum, stand far enough back that stuff resolves properly. You don't need to count every paint stroke.
Or pixel in this case. Nice.
The barn that was just kind of meh about stuff. Neat. I really like that animated float out of the initial piece. I mean, heck, I even like where it all ended up. The depth is really cool.
Yeah.
Would have been interesting to see the other stuff get the same treatment.
Was there anything on the back of this one?
Is there anything on the back of this big piece? No.
Nope. All right.
Hey, Megs is hanging out. They say they saw it as a dandelion head with only some seeds left. Oh, so the guessing about the hand.
No, not this. Go to the right.
You don't think this is the dandelion?
No. Go to the right. It's the thing that you thought was a flower. This.
No. Definitely this.
No. There's no way that this is anything to do with dandelions. It's a necklace.
Wow. Feel free to unfollow, unsubscribe, because we're not interested in building our audience when they're so obviously wrong about what things are in the palm of somebody.
I'm not saying that she is wrong about anything. I'm saying that you're wrong about what she's talking about.
Impossible. God.
I think she's the person who said it's like a flower.
Yeah.
Is talking about the one that you also said was like a flower.
The best part of going to a museum is trying to figure out who's right. thing's enormous. Vagabond Sunspotter.
Oh, so
Another one from Joost Egermont.
yeah, the big transparent one out in the void.
Yeah, pretty
This
similar
one's
shapes.
more-
There's not like a pendulum hanging off the horizontal, but kind of a similar vibe.
This one's more solid.
There's another one. There's another couple over here.
Oh, there's several. Look, there's a whole row.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I can touch it?
You can
I
go
can go
inside.
in there. All right. Let's go check out this parade of figures.
Stilts. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, look at the.
Oh, right, because they have leg shapes that looks very stilt-like. Did you ever learn how to walk on stilts?
No. Did you?
Uh-huh.
Really?
I mean, they were pretty low to the ground. But growing up, my dad had a woodworking space out in the garage. One of the toys he built for us kids was some stilts.
Wow. I tried a pogo stick one time and like immediately fell off and twisted my ankle, so no stilts for me.
Can't actually go very far to the right or left. I thought it'd be interesting to see them as a train, from a distance horizontally, but
Yeah.
Nope. We're gonna see the caravan either head on or as part of the marching order.
Well, that must be the artist's intent.
Must be.
Since this museum has infinite space, they could let you move out if they wanted to.
I love the instructions exit into void. What do we have here?
A violent awakening.
This is the reality. Those other things, a dream. It does look like a modified version of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Something has gone wrong with the weather. It should be hot, dry, sunny. Instead, it rains all the time. A dank chill in the air. So these are pulled out from a different installation, it says.
Huh. Bomb timed at a present unknown moment to destroy all life, leaving inanimate objects intact.
That's drone.
No haste, no pause. Steady moving nearer, entering and flattening cities.
I don't know what those little symbols are. Like a wave and something else.
Like a gesture cap?
Fire and flood. I'm guessing it's fire. Ooh, some loopy stuff.
Interesting. Oh, these are really neat.
It's a pretty long loop.
It is. I like that you get a jellyfish in there at one point. There it is.
And like a Metroid enemy.
Alright, a magician, some spears, some planes. Some other stuff. There's the magician again.
Very cool.
Yeah, these are really
I
nice.
like the shifting rhythm of them too.
Uh-huh. So a mouse gets lasered, and then it turns. A face turns into a mouse, gets lasered, and turns into a ball, and then it climbs to the top of a tower, and the tower becomes a hand, and then that hand becomes a face.
You've solved it.
Alright. So we've got a figure, and then, yeah, I'm lost on this one.
It could just look cool. That's enough.
No, it's gotta mean something.
What it means is it's pleasant to look at for a short period of time. It may be pleasant to look at for a long period of time, but it's 2022. Who has an attention span anymore? Mine was broken against the rocks of social media. Oh, as a child, I used to be able to focus. I would tear through several books in a single day. Not anymore. Brain's mush. A dog's breakfast. Just gave him numbers. Who's the artist? Doop, doop, doop. Eric Lafore.
Those are some really nice animations, Eric.
Yep, these are very cool. There was some stuff back here. So a giant doggy-looking thing. There's something over there. I think it's going to be really hard to keep track of where we haven't been. Iconography. Hey, this was at the beginning. These are also swapping around over time.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Berto with programming by Richard Walsh. Oh, same trick. Use Z to change one icon. Q to change them all.
You made the rabbit go away.
It just moved.
I had a little rabbit friend.
Second row from the bottom, 4 in. There's your rabbit.
There he is. Okay, I'm happy again. There's a banana cut in half on there.
Half a banana, yep. Iconography room. Wait, really? Did this one just not load, or is this, Oh, nope, you can walk right into it. And the same trick works everywhere. Q changes all the walls.
Wow.
Badonk.
Yikes.
Yeah, this is too much power.
That's disorienting.
Ka-chonk.
Jack-o'-lantern in there, and a Pac-Man ghost, and a puddle?
Fried egg.
A PlayStation controller? A baby bottle?
Lots of neat icons. We got over here approximately, and then like a geocaching address. I wonder if they took a photo of this light and then got its geography if you want to go see the light.
Or is that a satellite?
No, I think it's in an industrial setting, like an outdoor
you're
light.
right. Yeah, now that you zoomed in on it, I can see it.
I really like the idea that they just marked exactly where it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or approximately. It may have moved.
You know how lights are. They're always sneaking around.
It's like one of those Boston Dynamics dogs, huh? So I guess we have to find a door. Here we go. To check out this exhibit. Oh, it's all Boston Dynamics themed.
Stalker.
Get it? Because it's acting like a real dog.
The settings look like Deep Dream.
I was thinking the same thing. There was something very familiar about the strokes. The grass does look like it was made by AI. Gated. Very cool. Adaptation.
I guess it looks like one of the legs of it is turning into something.
It's bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It blends again with that liquid look of like something AI generated. It'd be interesting if this was done by hand.
I think there's also the Photoshop like oil painting filter might have a similar effect to that. I don't know.
I guess we could look it up. The Dance, Bob Bicknell Knight.
Is that a body at its feet? No, I think
there
that's
might be a rib cage. So a subtle reminder that no matter how graceful or beautiful these things are, they're built for the military-industrial complex. Don't be fooled by any tricks they can pull off. They can and will be used against you.
They'll dance on your grave. Alright, I get it.
Do you feel humbled by its size?
It's rusty.
In awe of its power?
Nah, it's gonna fall apart.
Okay. This one, will there be dinosaurs? That's a great question.
Sure, the fossils of these robots will be rusty carapaces.
Yeah, they'll be dug up and puzzled over.
Well, they'll probably fall apart. Rust eventually just disintegrates.
That's a nice thought. We may not last, but neither will they. The bone garden.
Shapes.
Oop. Another room in here. We'll come back for you, bone garden. What do you got going on in here?
Some faces.
Ice Fisherman. By Michael Berto.
Nice moody painting.
White on white. That's pretty great. Ghost 1. Evangeline Gallagher. It's neat. I almost feel like some of the abstract shapes kind of remind me of like mapping, like topography maps.
Uh-huh. This definitely has a little of that going on.
Hand over mouth. Headlights.
This reminds me of Clippy.
I was thinking the Mothman, but yeah. Clippy, sure. Whatever terrifies you. Oh, this is just some straight up nice photography. That is a cool looking area.
Like a pier?
Yeah. Though I can't imagine you'll be able to sail very far.
Right.
Interesting. Maybe it's more of a swimming hole if you get all the branches out of the way.
Mm.
But this is a very pretty area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how cool would it be if this was like one picture and then there was parallax, like it was behind the frame.
Yeah, I was
looking
wondering
through a
if it
window.
was going to work that way. It doesn't seem like it, but it's still cool.
These are very pretty black and white photos.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta wear good shoes to go take photos like that. Observations by Nikki Long. What are we looking at?
Text.
Gotta get real close in.
8 a.m. Construction starts across the street. 17 men working, 1 man taking a break. 8:28 a.m. I make coffee struck out tea. 8:36 a.m. The train comes. 4 people get off. 1 man still on a break. That's a long break that guy's getting. Alright, so basically an account of a neighborhood.
Yeah, looking out the window from 8 in the morning to 7 at night. Did this experiment repeat? Nope, started at night. But probably the same window because they're still watching people get off trains. And counting which lights are on.
So the first one, this one is October 19th. What was the first one? 18th.
Day before.
He skipped a day. What does it mean?
A helicopter flies over the highway. A different helicopter flies by. But which of the 2 helicopters flies closer?
Crucial details are omitted.
I feel like Cowboy Man sits alone.
I wonder if you attentively read all this, if you could put together some kind of narrative from it.
Hard to say. It's also just kind of interesting as like a mindfulness exercise to just sit down and dedicate an entire day to looking out a window and taking note. Okay, there were 2 entrances. We missed the other entrance to that room. Alright, so this is Artifacts Serial, Totems and Talismans of the Subconscious. Cameron Nelson. Go ahead and point out the ones that you feel like represent your subconscious. Tag yourself. I'm antlers.
That's so played out.
My subconscious is pretty boring. About fronds.
Nah, that's not me.
Escher Cube.
No.
Potsribi.
No.
Fern. Mechanical fern.
That's like a laurel crown.
It could be it represents the author's subconscious more than ours. It may be that you find the universal through the particular. Can't always find ourselves in art. Sometimes we learn more about people we share this planet with. You want to go on an evening stroll, courtesy of Seth Red?
Yeah.
Orange feels a little bright for evening, but there's some nice soft blues coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sun's about to set. Still enough time to get home. There's some visual elements that kind of strike me as feeling like Japan.
Mm-hmm.
The smallness of, like the width of the roads,
Yeah.
the fences, but that's English. I really like that kind of glowing blue they chose for the leaves of that tree.
Uh-huh.
It's a nice contrast.
I like how some of these surfaces are shiny, even though in real life they would not be shiny.
Mm-hmm. I like how if there's a fire, no one's getting out of here alive. Might be construction going on here. Or power washing. Could be some power washing.
Yeah, we definitely know all about the scaffolding used in power washing.
I don't know about the door to get into that place.
It seems a little inaccessible.
I mean, at the very least, I hope it opens in. So that's it for the evening stroll. It's not in a big circle to drop you back. Just a straight shot, and then you gotta go home.
The shiny dumpster especially. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Not every window is lit up, but some of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Every video game should have a mode like this. Like,
Where you can just walk through the architecture.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't want people constantly coming and hitting me up to do side quests. Sometimes I just want to walk around and look at stuff.
About to enter the VIP area. I hope to see you again. Oh, okay. So we can't skip this once the piece has begun.
Maybe we should skip this.
Yeah, go ahead and hope to see us again. Because we don't know how long that will take, so we're not going. Meow. If you hold down shift, you can run through the museum. And nobody yells at you. What's up this secret back stairway?
I don't know, but I feel really short all of a sudden.
Projections. Alright, photosensitivity warning to anybody who's watching. Apparently there's going to be some flashing and or strobing imagery. Okay. Entirely in the dark. Where is the artist? Oh, I was just looking at it, right? It was there with the warning.
Yeah.
Artist is Cameron Nelson. Okay. What are we looking at here?
It looks like somebody's splat screen broke. And then some ink splotches. And then some shards of glass. And then...
Some pretty neat interference patterns there.
Uh-huh. Static, static, static.
He's like, sometimes get the illusion of depth and start thinking about those magic eye puzzles. Like, if I let my eyes lose focus, is something going to come out? Probably not. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
A little gentler, this one. Is this
This
one of those shapes from the subconscious?
I was just about to ask. It's a collab. Oh, this is that old screensaver, the pipes one from Windows 95.
Yes, exactly. For any of you who are too young to experience it in its prime, pretty much this.
I mean, come on, you just made a reference to Magic Eye posters, which are just as dated.
I was talking about a subjective experience and not claiming that it was a magic eye puzzle.
Shapes.
I don't want to lessen any artistic authorial intent.
But?
No, period. That was it. I might say that something makes me think of something. I'm not going to say that it is something.
Well, that's less funny.
Who goes to an art museum to be funny? Oh, is this more of Cameron stuff, or was that a label if you're going in that way?
I think that's
it's a label if you're going in that way. All right, there's another flight up. So we're above the parade of figures. If we had not gone the long way around and gone up the stairs, we would have ended up here.
Oh, cool. Oh, some money figures.
Juicy.
That's MUNNY, not money like cash. There's these blank figures you can buy that have giant heads and little bodies that are called money figures.
That artists like to sometimes paint and personalize.
Yeah, you sort of use it as a
Are
blank
they
canvas.
monies or dunnies?
They have different names depending on the shape. Like, they have several different shapes that you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
This was kind of a teens trend, actually, a 20 teens trend.
See them in Juxtapose magazine.
Yeah, Giant Robot would have stuff about that.
Yeah, you could buy them in the Giant Robot store. I wonder if that's still a thing. Most ancient Veronica Graham. A bit of a soundscape.
Yeah, huh?
Ooh. Stuff that moves.
Scared golf balls. And a giant bull's head.
That sounded like Small Arms Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense because here are some more appearances of those pieces of art about drones and neutron bombs. Those cartoon cats. That's a cute way to couple with a military font. It tells us that we're doomed. Some differently shaped pots. And take this one with us.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
I can't believe you're just throwing stuff around. I can't take you anywhere.
They let me do it. I can't. Oh, I can pick it up again. All right, let's put it back in the exhibit.
Why are you holding it like a gun?
Didn't you hear the Small Arms Fire? It's It's not going to go back.
Aw.
This is one of those interactive pieces of art where, like, you break it and then you're part of the performance now.
Oh, that's weird.
What's weird about it?
I learned that as a racist little poem that people would say.
A pendulum motion of terror and counter-terror.
Okay.
Interesting. I think that's... There was no door out of here, right?
No.
And we went that way, so I guess we got to go down the stairs, find some other exhibits. Walk right into one. Arcadia under construction.
This one's got a mission statement. Even in Arcadia is an experimental narrative game that takes place in a far future sci-fi setting during the launch party for a brand new planet, Arcadia. The corporation that built Arcadia markets its main attraction, an expansive botanical gardens, as recreating the pristine natural world of a long-abandoned planet Earth. This prequel takes place on the same planet several years before the events of EIA, while Arcadia is still a world under construction.
Alright, a prequel. I like the soundtrack. Let's enter the exhibit. Left click, throw something away.
Whoa.
Cool. Hey, there's Earth. Apparently, Kanami Haname is the production manager for this project.
For the planet?
Or the gardens. Here's the timeline. Well, good luck. Who are you? I like the way these characters are put together.
Yeah, this is neat.
Goodbye. I guess we don't really know them. There's a flowers exhibit in there. Some plants. So we got an image board. Welcome, consumers, to Arcadia.
Nostalgia by Light? That's a Watchmen reference.
It's good to know that thousands of years in the future, Watchmen will still be important. Intrepis Interplanetary Colo Corp presents... Oh, there's the left click. There's another Watchmen reference. Ozymandias.
With the volume of foliage planned for the gardens, it would be possible to create a completely self-contained, resource-neutral oxygen generation system using the plants themselves.
Okay.
Great.
So that person with the green hair is Ozymandias Z-Tag. Got a lot of concerns from potential consumers about the safety of this tech. Could be biological contamination. That's true. Those of us on old Earth did breathe all the time. Oh, so we're old and gross. Got it. QQQ, right click to close. It's nice of them to let us hack their email.
There's no security in the future. Nobody keeps secrets.
Bunch of phosphates. Left click, throw something away. Oh, it's a waste can. I don't know what we had, but it shattered like crazy. What's up here? Would you believe? Plants. They're working on plants. So we can look at flowers or raw iron. Go into the admin office. I work here. I'm very important. Ooh, left click, listen in. Let's, there we go. We're looking over here, but we're listening. Not looking. What an interesting plant.
It's the 6400s, but there's still Twitter and cell phones.
Uh-huh.
That's depressing.
Just looking at the laudanum. Lodium. I guess they're talking about their product launch.
They're trying to get Ozymandias to do something to distract from something else.
Hmm.
That's what I caught. Axis! Already?
No, I'm so invested. All right. Good luck. Good luck with your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to break some glass out here if you guys don't mind.
That was more of a metallic clatter.
Uh-huh. And go look at flowers. It's looking nice.
Hmm.
I hope they figure out their launch problems.
The collage style of the graphics in this is interesting. Everything looks sort of like it's pasted together, even though a lot of it's in 3 dimensions.
Right. You could tell that there's layers of it up there, but
Yeah.
it still looks kind of flat, which is cool.
Yeah, and like the people look like they have been assembled from collage. Even the 3D elements sort of look collaged together. I don't know. That was interesting.
I'm sure we could have found a lot more out about the characters and their struggles. But since all we know how to do is recycle, I don't think we're going to be much help. Okay. Hockney Shipping Inc. Michael Berto. Oh, there's a little boat. And someone diving?
Yeah.
Neat.
It's nice that in an installation that is like interactive and stuff, some of it is just paintings.
Mm-hmm. After I finished this painting, I said, "It's scary how talented I am." Michael Berto.
It's something.
I like calling this one the Skydiver, and then having no skydiving figure.
This is the view of the Skydiver.
You yourself are skydiving.
Mm.
Looks like there's a little room off that way, and that's back to the entrance. And we went out that way before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking this way.
Oh, weird.
What are you? A wobble rock. So it's still as long as we're still.
Uh-huh.
And if we move even a little, even adjusting our head.
It's like we're looking at it through wavy glass, but there's obviously nothing between us and it. It's an interesting visual effect.
And it also moves in the direction, like relative to where we're looking. So if I'm looking up, it starts moving down by degrees.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
That's interesting, all right.
Can we get around it? Because it looks like there's more. Oop. Looks like there's more down this way. Wobble rock. That's also going to say it's the wobble rock, but this will lead us somewhere.
Ah, word art. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Huh.
Algae sodium.
Every rock overturned to find the blue honey, and the cotton candy plumage of the pheasant was sold to bowmakers for money.
Another echo. We probably just read that whole thing backwards, since here's part 1. The Sea of Black Eels.
Well, I like the visual of the words, like the way that the F's in perfect kind of string together makes it look like a writhing eel.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Selected pages from The Silent Ocean and The Echo. Also from Michael Berto, who's the painter who was very impressed with himself. Silent Ocean and The Echo. Oh, I guess we missed that turn, because there's the subconscious. So we just missed that this corridor was here, and the Wiggle Rock. What else did we miss? Was there a different door out here? Yep. Whole corridor there, and one here.
Let's go to the bright one.
All right. Pages from the Hours book by Laum B.
This reminds me of those Henry Darger pieces.
Mm.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the folk art weirdo who did...
I wouldn't say weirdo.
Wasn't there something decidedly unwholesome about his fixation on the young soldier girls featured in his artwork? There was some speculation that maybe some of his thoughts and attitudes weren't the healthiest, despite his talent. Go read about Henry Darger, folks. Interesting stuff.
There were also speculations that he was developmentally different in some fashion and did not necessarily recognize the difference between, say, the little girl figures and himself.
I like the little blue and red sort of vein / 3D effect on the backgrounds. That's neat.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you suppose that is the artist featured in the cloud?
Who could say?
I bet Laum B could say, if we asked them about vision. They're like, hey, is that you?
Yeah, but they're an artist, so they would say it's what you interpret it to be.
Ooh, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now we're using a digital medium. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, yeah, this is really nice.
There's a serpent and an apple. I'm going to guess this person grew up in a Christian country. And
That's a lot of broken jugs.
That's all I know. What do you suppose this from the ceiling is? Is this plants?
It kind of looks like vines, yeah. It looks like sort of
Maybe
briars.
thorns?
Yeah. Like a mass of briars.
This is very cool.
Yeah. That's a great effect.
I think it's meant to evoke a skull, the general shape, with some plants blocking.
Yep.
Such a great frame on the saint figure, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I
Whoa.
love that one. Oh, yeah.
I know I'm skipping a piece, but I'll look left. I just got distracted because something was moving. Holy cats, look at that. This is the kind of formative artistic and aesthetic insight that people have come to expect. Tune in. Whoa. Look at the cool thing. It's cool.
It's interesting because when You aren't used to seeing animation with a painted effect like this. Like a full-bodied oil painting look to it. Especially not such loose-looking animation. Like the swinging chains and the wiggling fingers really look loose and easy. I like that.
Yep, that's a great piece. Is this by the same artist? Yep, Laumbi.
We are impressed with Laumbi.
Doing great stuff, Laumbi. Cool. Alright, so what's in this hallway? Selected renders from Seth Red.
Okay.
I like the color palette that they chose. So they've been messing around with like some
Blender?
This is Blender, one of those other 3D programs, maybe.
Maybe, but there's a hand-drawn figure in this one.
Yeah. This one looks like a storyboard, like a film storyboard. I don't know. Maybe you can get that effect out, applied on your 3D thing. Like, this is the same space, right? Obviously, with different light.
Yeah.
Doesn't this look like it should be the cover of a social studies textbook or something?
Yes.
Do kids still study social studies? I have no idea if that's still what it's called. I like that a lot. Here's a franchise opportunity for you.
I like the plant wall. Yeah, I would invest in that.
Sold. We're in.
Where do we sign?
Let's break ground, you son of a... Nice. I would love to jet grind radio all over this neighborhood. Just put up some pipes that don't belong there.
Yeah, to the left. I would love to put some portals in that. To the left.
In the subway?
Doesn't that look like a portal puzzle set?
All that white tile?
Yeah.
Sure. Whoa. Apparently, that's an exit, so we're coming at this from the wrong direction. One of the other great things is that since the space here doesn't mean anything, I'm pretty sure that office block over there is sitting on top of where we came into the museum, but I'm no longer 100% sure. And that's great.
It doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. We're in the mall now.
So these look like some of the buildings from the renders we were just looking at.
Oh, so this is probably just one of the pieces.
Yeah, and we're inside it now.
We get to wander around inside it.
That adds something to it. I like that a lot. That you see some stills of it and then you walk into one of them.
Amazing.
I also like these black, ominous
These
dead
plants.
trees and plants around here.
They're just there to contrast the benches.
Sure.
Look at that green to black effect that you get on these ones.
Yeah, that's really cool looking.
Is it like the height that the light is set at, or do you think it's actually applied to the plants?
No idea, but it's really nice.
It doesn't seem to change.
Yeah, it doesn't change with our position.
So it could be either. Very cool. I'll definitely invest in this mall. Do you take Pepsi Cash? I have one Pepsi dollar that I've held on to since 1992. And it's probably worth 4 cents by now.
Yeah, those things collect interest, right?
I'm still interested. Alright, was there another pathway? that we missed?
I mean,
That was that exhibit. We know that both of those go to the same second floor. We went in that way. There was another exit off the main room, wasn't there?
Was there?
Oh no, this was just that original photo gallery.
Yep.
Well, maybe we did it. Maybe we've completed our speed run for the entire museum.
I feel like we probably missed some nooks
We
and
may have
crannies.
missed something, and to be honest, I would be happy to just keep walking around and revisiting some of this stuff. But we've been at it for about an hour, which is probably as far as your ticket to the museum will take you, unless you upgrade to an annual fast pass. If you brought a canned good, that's good for $2 off your annual membership to this museum. In all seriousness, if you're watching this, because we're also going to throw it on YouTube, we'll put a link to where you can buy a copy over on itch. So go ahead and get yourself a copy of the entire museum. It's just a little executable file that you can open on your computer. As long as you got a mouse and keyboard, you can wander around and get as cultured as we are. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a learning experience.
You are so much more sophisticated for having watched this.
Feel free to describe all of this stuff to somebody else secondhand who didn't come, and strongly imply that it's made you a better person. And that there's a void in their life that they can only fill by visiting the Zium.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.